As I swung my metal detector over the sun-baked sands of a forgotten stretch of Florida's coastline, the thrill of gold hunting gripped me like never before. This wasn't just any beach. It was a mysterious, overgrown expanse near an old, abandoned lighthouse where waves whispered secrets from centuries past. Fantastic discoveries awaited those brave enough to listen, chains and charms buried deep, hinting at untold stories. My heart raced with each beep, wondering what treasures the tide had hidden here. Would it be a relic from a shipwreck or something even more intriguing? The air hummed with possibility, drawing me deeper into the hunt. The first signal came strong and steady, just beyond the high tide line where tangled sea oats guarded the dunes. Digging carefully, my shovel unearthed a gleaming gold chain, thick and ornate, likely from the 18th century. This wasn't mere jewelry. It resembled those worn by Spanish explorers during the colonial era, symbols of status amid perilous voyages across the Atlantic. Historians value such pieces for their connection to the Age of Discovery, often fetching thousands at auctions due to their rarity and the tales of lost fleets they evoke. I polished it gently, imagining the sailor who once clasped it around his neck before a storm claimed his ship. Moving further along the shore, where driftwood piled like ancient barricades, another beep pulled me to my knees. Out came a delicate silver charm bracelet adorned with tiny seashell motifs. This artifact harked back to the Victorian era, when tourists flocked to Florida's beaches for seaside cures, leaving behind mementos of their leisurely escapes. Its historical worth lies in reflecting the birth of American tourism in the late 1800s, with similar items preserved in museums to showcase evolving fashion and social customs. The patina told of years underwater, making it a prized find for collectors seeking pieces of everyday history. The sun dipped lower, casting long shadows over the abandoned pier remnants, and my detector sang again near a cluster of weathered rocks. This time, it was a gold locket engraved with intricate floral patterns. Lockets like this were popular in the Civil War period, carried by loved ones as portable portraits during times of separation. Their educational value stems from illustrating personal narratives amid national turmoil, often containing faded photos that humanize historical events. Valued at over $500 to pristine condition, it felt like holding a whisper from the past in my palm. Venturing into a shallow inlet where mangroves twisted mysteriously, the next hit revealed a cluster of gold coins, scattered like forgotten confetti. These were doubloons from the 1715 Spanish treasure fleet, wrecked off Florida's coast in a hurricane. Their historical significance is immense, as they represent the peak of Spain's New World Empire, with each coin bearing marks of royal mints. Museums covet them for exhibits on colonial trade, and their market value can soar into the tens of thousands, turning a simple beach walk into a lucrative lesson in maritime disaster. As waves lapped at my boots, another signal buzzed insistently beneath a bed of seashells. I uncovered an ornate gold ring set with a small emerald, reminiscent of pirate-era adornments from the golden age of piracy in the early 1700s. Rings like this often symbolized alliances or spoils from Caribbean raids, offering insights into the lawless seafaring life that shaped Florida's lore. Their worth extends beyond gemstones to educational displays on naval history, with similar finds authenticated and sold for high sums to highlight the blend of danger and opulence. The beach grew quieter, the abandoned dunes feeling like a private vault of secrets, and my detector pinpointed something buried deeper. It was a silver medallion, etched with nautical symbols from the whaling industry boom in the 19th century. Medallions such as these were awarded to captains for successful voyages, embodying the era's industrial expansion and the risks of ocean harvesting. Historically, they educate on America's economic growth through maritime trade, valued by collectors for their scarcity and the stories of endurance they preserve. Pushing onward past eroded sandbars, where the sea met the mysterious undergrowth, a sharp tone led to a gold pocket watch, its face cracked but mechanisms intact. This timepiece echoed the railroad expansion in post-Civil War Florida, used by engineers to synchronize schedules across burgeoning lines. Its historical emphasis lies in illustrating technological progress and the taming of the frontier, with restored examples commanding premium prices in antique markets for their role in industrial heritage. The light faded, but one more beep echoed from near the old lighthouse base, drawing me into the thickening dusk. Out came a collection of charm pendants, each shaped like exotic birds, likely from the Art Deco period of the 1920s when Florida boomed as a playground for the wealthy. These charms capture the Jazz Age's flair for flamboyance, educating on cultural shifts toward modernism and leisure. Their value shines in auctions, where they fetch fortunes for embodying the era's artistic rebellion and societal evolution. As the last rays of sunlight vanished behind the horizon, leaving the beach bathed in twilight, my detector gave its loudest, most insistent signal yet right at the base of the crumbling lighthouse foundation, half buried under a tangle of roots and sand. My hands trembled as I dug deeper than ever before, the hole growing wider until my fingers brushed something solid and heavy. I pulled out an exquisite gold cross pendant, large and intricately crafted, suspended from a thick chain. This wasn't just any cross. It was a rare 16th century reliquary cross, the kind carried by Spanish missionaries during the early conquest of the Americas. Inside, behind a tiny crystal window, lay a small fragment of wood believed to be from the true cross according to period records. Artifacts like this are considered priceless in historical terms, often valued in the hundreds of thousands or more, because they connect directly to the earliest days of European exploration and faith in the New World. It felt like the beach itself had saved its greatest secret for last, rewarding my persistence with a piece of living history. I sat back on the sand, staring at the cross in the dim light, heart pounding with disbelief. This single find could rewrite a small chapter of Florida's colonial past, linking a forgotten missionary voyage to the present day. The weight of it in my hand reminded me why I keep coming back to these lonely shores sometimes. The past reaches out and hands you something extraordinary when you least expect it. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible gold hunting adventure along Florida's mysterious beaches. I hope you enjoyed the journey as much as I did. Drop a comment below and let me know which object was your favorite: the ornate chain, the emerald ring, the doubloons, the reliquary cross, or any of the others. I read every single one of your comments and love hearing your thoughts. If you want to see more treasure hunting stories like this, please hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload, and give this video a thumbs up. Your support really helps keep these adventures going. Until the next hunt, stay curious, keep digging, and I'll see you on the beach.